Hello, everybody. My little ticket has just come up as showing me that we're live, so fingers crossed. Unfortunately, we're missing Bart again today, so hopefully we don't crash the system between myself and Jeremy again, like we we seem to be able to do. Okay, so we've got lots of bits and pieces that we're going to go through. Our Hangout on Wednesday, unfortunately, because the Calamity Kids were on Wednesday, we got a little bit cut short, so we're going to go back and just do a little bit of revisiting on Ninja. I'm just going to do a little bit on that, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to do that after Jeremy's done his bit on the social sniper. So I've had a few questions and a few bits that people want me to just go through based on what we went through on Wednesday. If you haven't seen Wednesday's Hangout, it's obviously in the log, and you'll obviously we'll go through how to set up and use Facebook Ninja, which is the tool that is in the intermediate and the advanced packages. However, Jeremy's going to spend a bit of time going through the social sniper, which if you've been living in a cave for the past couple of weeks, you probably won't be aware of what that is. Social sniper is our, I suppose we'd call it our headline tool, if you like, for the beginners package. So our beginners package is built around the sniper, and it is an incredible tool. It's the only one of its kind available online anywhere. Okay. Now there will be some imitations, and I'm sure they will. They'll soon jump onto us and start imitating us. But the advantage that we have in Zukul is that we have our own programmers and developers, and Jeremy and his team are already looking at versions 2 and version 3 of the social sniper. So rest assured that we're getting quite a few new people coming in. We've had an influx of people obviously taking up the JV Zoo offer, and we launched that. I think it was less than 12 hours ago. So again, people are taking advantage of that JV Zoo offer as well, which is a different angle of us promoting Zukul and everything that we can provide people. So there's a lot of people coming into Zukul just on the back of the social sniper, which is, like I say, an amazing tool, which obviously Jeremy's going to go through in a bit more detail now. And then obviously once they're getting used to the way the social sniper works, is that we then need to introduce to them how the Ninja works and how the other tools that we've got in the intermediate packages, how they work. So for example, how the blogging works, because the blogging system is not like any other blogging system that's out there. And we've got the landing page creator as well, which again is not like any landing page creator that's out there at the moment. And then of course we've got the autoresponder that's now coming online, and again we're enhancing that as every day. So almost every day that you go in, or every other day that you go into the autoresponder, you'll see little tweaks and bits and pieces that are going on there. And I know Jeremy is working on something in the background, which he did hint at on a previous Hangout. And once he's absolutely clear on what that everything's working fine and everything's great, he's then going to release that information to us as well. So we're waiting with bated breath to find out what that is. Anyway, that should be enough time of me prattling on. What I'll do now is I'll hand over to Jeremy, and hopefully he'll be able to take us through a little bit more detail on the social sniper. So like I say, lots of new people probably looking at this Hangout and social sniper probably for the first time. So Jeremy, be easy with them. All right.
Yeah. What I'm going to do, Darren, is I'm going to leave my Skype on. So if I go offline this time, just send me a Skype message, saves you trying to ring me on your mobile. Right. So what I'm going to do, first thing is I'm going to share my screen. This is where I got cut off last time. You've still got me.
Yeah, we're seeing you, and I can see your screen now, so I'll go quiet.
Great, cool. Right, so the first update that I want to give you guys is now we have a ticket support system in place. So if you go under My Accounts and then go down to Support Tickets, and we'll be able to track everything here. So there'll be none of this where an email goes into spam and you say you sent in a ticket and I never got a reply, and we did reply and it went into your spam. So it'll all be in the ticket system, and this ticket system is going to evolve over as we go over the next few weeks, because Well, there's going to be some interesting things that you're going to be able to do with the ticket system and regarding your leads and your downline. So I won't tell you too much about that, but you know, we're going to be evolving this ticket system, and it's going to be quite an advanced system that you know you've got access to there. So you'll find it under my account, and then come over to support ticket. And hopefully you won't need to send in too many support tickets, but if you do want to send one in, that's where you'll find it. Right, so what I want to do now is I want to come over to the Social Sniper. Now, I think everybody has access to this unless you're a free member, and you find that under Tools, and then on the right hand side you click on this button here that says Social Sniper. Now, some of these buttons that you see on the screen, obviously I've set myself up with an advanced package so I can test all the tools, so you might not see all these buttons, but what you're looking for is Social Sniper. Now, there's a couple of interesting things that we've done with the Social Sniper since the last Hangout when I sort of crashed the system, and you know, I couldn't tell you what I was doing, but I'm glad that did that, because we've added another feature, and that's just gone on today. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to come over to Chrome again, and I want to go over to communities. Okay, these are my communities, and I'm a member of quite a lot of the communities. And when you click on one of these communities, I've just chosen this one here, which is on beauty. And if you look down the left-hand side, there's categories. Now, before, the Social Sniper couldn't actually post to this type of community because they've got all these categories down there, so the system, Google Plus, would just reject you. Okay, but now we've got round that, and what we've got now is when you actually come into a category, I've clicked on one of the categories here, fashion, you now get this link at the top here which has got the community ID, then it's got it says stream, and then it's got this bit on the end here. So basically you highlight all that and you'd copy that, you know, right click on it, come down to copy, you'd bring that back over to your Social Sniper tool. Now, if you were making a post now, which I'll just show you, you can either put, if I choose Google Plus from the drop down menu, you'd either put that, what I've just copied from Google Plus, into there, and that will actually post directly into that category, or you can come over to back to the Social Sniper and then come to your Google Plus bundles, click on there, and then when that loads, you know, I've got some bundles already set up, but basically all you do is you can create a new bundle, you give that a name, I'm just going to call it Test 111, and then all you do is you right click in that box and paste that big long link into there. It needs to be one on each line, so if you've got another ID that you want to put in there or into an exact category, you just press enter on your keyboard and then paste the next one in and then click OK, and then that's it. It's saved my somewhere, hopefully down there. Yeah, there it is. There's my test one, so that I can actually go and post into this actual stream here, this category. I'm not going to do it because this one's beauty, and I don't have anything that's beautiful to share with them. So let's come back over to, so that's how you set up your bundle. So I'm going to come back over to Social Sniper. Now, setting up messages couldn't be any easier. You go to this button here, set up messages, and then once you're here, you choose the platform that you want to post to. I'm going to choose Google Plus, and then all you do here is you can see I've set up lots of messages. I mean, I've got one here called Zukul 1, and when that loads, you can see I've got lots and lots of messages already pre-set up to go out into these communities that I've just shown you how to do. Now, it's very, very simple. If you want to create a new message, you just click on this little green circle with the white cross in the middle. Now, once you've made your first message, rather than you having to write out all the stuff over and over again, you can come over to these two little arrows, and if you click on there, I'll just show you that. That actually duplicates it, but it won't duplicate the time and date. So you don't actually have to rewrite all this text in here. Myself, I personally just pop another image in there. You set a new date and time. You click this button here. If you, oh, sorry, I didn't click to date there. You click to set a date. I'm going to have to go a bit further forward than that. I'm going to go to the next month because I know that I've got something running there on that particular time. So you could set this way in advance, a year in advance, 2 years in advance, a week in advance, however you want to do it. If you want it to go out the same time every day, once you've chosen the time, I'm just going to choose 1:15, and this box here where it says rolling, if you put a tick in there, it will go out on 1:15 every day from that date that you've set there. So I just click OK. That will save my message set, my little message that I've done, and it's so simple. It's very easy. Another little feature that we've put inside here is if I come back over to Sniper, again, there's videos here. Now, if you're looking at this Hangout for the very first time, highly recommend that you come up to courses. Once you're in courses, now depending on what level you've got, you might see lots of icons like this under open courses or completed courses, but the course that you're looking for is the social submission. You click on there, and when you do it for the first time, you'll only see module 1. Once you've done module 1, it will take you to 2, 3, and 4. We will be adding some more modules. One of the modules that I use as a big reference all the time is module 2, so I'll just open that. And then below this video here, there's images that you can use. There's messages that are already pre-written for you, or to give you an idea. You know, feel free to copy these and change them around. Remember to put your link in there, your affiliate link. I'll show you where to get that in a minute. But there's lots and lots of messages and images that we've done here for you, and we'll update these on a regular basis. This page may go on and on and on. If you want to get one of the messages, one of the images, all you need to do is to click on the image, and that will open it up into a new tab. And then at the top here, pop your mouse until all that goes blue, right click on it, copy, and then you'll be able to take that over to your messages that you're going to send out, whether it be on you know, Google Plus, Twitter, Pinterest, or whatever it is that you want to do. You'll be able to paste that URL into your message, and the messages itself, all you need to do is just to highlight that, make it all blue, right click on it, copy, and again take that over to the Sniper tool and pop it in your messages that you're going to send out. So coming back to the Sniper tool, the post log, now we've done a little change in here, and we're still updating it. So now basically you get here now whether your post was successful. There's a link here so you can click on. So here's one here, it says Google Plus. That was my message that I sent out, and there was the date and time, and if I click there, that will take me over to the post so I can actually see where the post is. Okay, so that's a new little feature. If you get an error message that your message hasn't been successful, there'll be a link here that you click, and I've made some videos to tell you what that error is and how to fix it. The tool works 100% perfect. Okay, so if any of you are getting an error message, eventually you're gonna you'll be able to, well, now, not say eventually, you'll be able to click on a link that will take you to a video to show you what that error message is. I don't think I've got any error messages as I go down here. All my links are being, my posts are going out successful. Hopefully I can find an error message to show you. No, sorry, I can't show you a problem with it because there's not one for my account. But if you've got an error message, it's purely your settings, and the way to get the, you know, to fix anything is to watch the course, and then at the top of every page there's a video that tell you, you know, what happens on this page. Now I just want to take you back over to my URL shortener and tracking tool. I'll just stop this video. Now myself, I don't pay for any traffic. Okay, all of my traffic is generated by either Social Sniper or the Facebook Ninja. And yeah, I mean, look at that account there, nearly 9,000 visits. Now I know Darren's got a lot more hits to his pages. He's in a lot more groups and he's a bit more proactive than what I am. But you know, look at this campaign that I started literally a couple of days ago, and it's already up to 534 visits, you know, and that one's going out on Google Plus. This one here is going over on Facebook, which we use with the Ninja. So if you want access to the Ninja and you don't have access to it, you'd have to, you know, upgrade your account to get to the intermediate level. But you know, so we're the Facebook Ninja and the Social Sniper. These get you fantastic free traffic, and all you need to do is to watch the videos at the top of the pages and also do the courses. If you don't do the courses, then some of the tools are not going to show to you, but it's very, very simple to use. And really, what more can I say? I can't really say too much about it because the videos tell you everything to do. So we've added some new features there, and we'll be adding some more. So there's a new feature coming next week into the Social Sniper, which I'm quite excited about. But at the moment, we're testing it, and we want to make sure everything is okay before we release it to you, really. So what I'm going to do is go back over to my Google Plus. Where are we? The Hangout. I'm going to stop sharing. Hopefully, stop sharing.
Yeah, I think you've stopped.
System. I don't know if that's stopped sharing yet, Darren.
Yeah, okay.
But the ticket system is in the system.
Hang on, you've gone quiet. You've muted yourself. You've muted yourself, Jeremy. There you go.
Sorry. That's probably not a bad thing, Darren, actually. Right, the ticket system, I just want to tell you, going into next week, okay, if you send in an email, the old way of sending in an email, we're going to send that back to you, I'm afraid. So you need to use the ticket system. The ticket system is there so that we can track every message, we can see who answered your ticket. So if they've given you, you know, so that nobody can turn around and say, I haven't had a reply. The ticket system's in there. So if you send any emails as of Monday, we're going to send those emails back to you. We're going to send them back saying to you politely, can you please submit a ticket via the ticket system. So if you send in emails, we're just going to send them back. Okay, the only people that can really send in emails are non-members that are asking information general about the site. But if you send in a ticket saying, you know, my autoresponder's not working, or how do I use my landing page creator, or how do I use this, or how do I do that, or how do I upgrade my account, we're going to send that back to you and ask you to use the ticket system. You'll find it's going to be a much better system, and that everything can be tracked. And as I say, next week, well, not next week, over the coming weeks, we've got some exciting additions that are going to be inside the ticket system. So I think I'll hand over to you, Darren. I'm going to have a sip of my wine. I do apologise. In the UK, it's in the evening here. So if you're looking in America or Australia and you think, God, he starts early, it's in the evening here, and it is Friday. So I'm going to have a glass of red wine and hand you over to Darren.
And I'm on orange juice, so there you go. Okay, guys, thanks very much. Congratulations, we managed to share, unshare, and not crash. So we're all good to go. So, right, what am I going to cover? I'm going to just very quickly do a quick review of, what would I say, Ninja. And this really is because, as I said to you before, we've got large numbers of new people coming in, and obviously they're coming in looking at on the back of the Social Sniper. So we had a big influx of people coming in for the what are we now, 10 days, when we're obviously coming up towards the end of October, beginning of November. So there's a lot of people came in thinking, you know, obviously I can get lifetime use of the beginners package at $25, and you know, to be honest, who wouldn't do that? So we had a large number of people come in through that, and then during the course of this week, as we've gone to JVZoo, and obviously we're starting now to create our products and put them onto individual sites. So you remember, we've got we're going to be able to sell, or you're going to be able to sell the individual products eventually that Zukul provides. So examples would be, if you go to My Tools, you can see here that we've got Ninja, Autoresponder, Landing Page Creator, Banner Creator, and so on and so on. We're obviously going to be putting these on all their own separate domains, and then creating sales pages that go for those. And then those can be, as you remember, people who've been with us for a while will understand that there are two basic entry points into a business. You can go through the free entry, i.e. the fact that you can offer to give something away for free, and then obviously they like that, and then they will then gradually upgrade. Or you can give them a low entry point to come into, and we totally understand that $50 can be beyond some people's means, but that should not deter them from being able to start to create an income for themselves. And let's face it, if $50 a month is a lot of money, and you can't afford $50 a month, then in all intents and purposes you probably need to be looking for creating extra income. And obviously one of the better ways of doing that is with Zukul, and it is with excuse me, orange juices, those pips are getting back at me. The Zukul beginners pack at $17.98, and everything that it gives you, and bearing in mind that Jeremy's just shown you how the social sniper's working, it provides masses and masses of free traffic. Now I'm just going to, I know Jeremy showed you his tracking tool. I'm just going to go through mine, and these are large numbers, but these, there's one here that's like nearly 10,500 clicks have come through through this one here. Now this is a free offer that I'm giving, so it's a lot of clicks coming through, and I'm now redirecting it, because the beauty of this is that this free offer now can be redirected by just clicking on this edit button here. So for example, this has been a really successful lead generator for me. I'm not going to tell you where I'm putting it. That's a trade secret, but it's been really, really successful. However, what I've just done is, as you can see, I've got a JV Zoo offer here that I'm now redirecting it to, and it's really straightforward. All you need to do is you find, let's do this one here, which is, I'm not using this one, so you can just click that little pencil icon, and then you can change the direction that you want that URL to be sent to. So at the moment it's going to please check your details at .zukul.info, but I could change that to, I don't know, google.com, or wherever it is I wanted them to go to, and then just click OK. And eventually that advert, I don't have to change that advert. If it's a successful advert but the destination has changed, then just change that destination. We have that ability. Now there is not very well, to be honest, the tracking tools or tracking software that's out there at the moment, if you're choosing a free option, I've yet to find a free option that will allow you that flexibility. I think you need to go to the paid options, and the paid options at the last time I looked are about $19 a month, so they're not cheap. So as you can see, large amounts of clicks. Now these I've just set up today. These are totally new, and they're going through Facebook at the moment. I've got 2 sets of messages going through Facebook, and I set those up, I don't know, maybe in lunchtime, something like that. And as you can see already, I've got well over 100 clicks going through that one there already. So they all start, as with everything, things will start off slowly for you, but if you keep those ads going, then you start to build up what I call critical mass, because these ads don't go away. The ads that you put out onto the social media, whether it be Twitter, Google, LinkedIn, YouTube, or even using Facebook, they don't disappear. So if people who go onto those groups and onto their Facebook every now and again, and they may not be in very many groups, they will still see your adverts, and they will see your adverts because if you set them to go out every 20 minutes or every half an hour, they'll see a large number of your adverts, and they will look at them, and they will click at them. It'll spark their interest. So the more that you get out, the better. we have an ability. You know, if people have problems with a back office, or we do screen shares with their back office, I'm staggered, always staggered, when I see that, you know, there's people who may have one or two of these links going. As you can see, both myself and Jeremy, we have effectively a link going for everything that we test, and we work out what works and what doesn't. Now, clearly, this one is working. These are working. These are all working. These two here have been stuck at around about the 600 mark for, I would say, about 2 weeks now. So there's something wrong with that that I need, you know, I need to sort of take some time out and go and have a look to see why these two adverts aren't working for me. So, you know, understand the clicking and the power of the URL shortener and the tracking tool, because it really can help you. And I hate to use this phrase, but it helps you to work smarter instead of harder. And a lot of everything that we're doing here for you is to enable you to eventually, I'm not saying it's going to happen to you now, but eventually you will start to be able to reap the benefits of what we often call the laptop lifestyle. And the idea is that you can set up, you know, hundreds and hundreds of messages. You could spend a day setting up all your messages on Facebook Ninja or on Social Sniper. And then once you've done that, you know, 8 hours, do it in a big block. That's it then, largely forever, because the Facebook Ninja will just keep on posting. The Social Sniper will post every week, so all you need to do is go back into your Social Sniper and reset it to post after the next 7 days. So once you've spent that time setting up your messages, there is very, very little maintenance that you need to do. And all that happens then is that you start to get, like I say, this critical mass starting to build up. And that is where you then start to get masses of people opting in, and then starting to take up your free offer, take up your low-priced entry offer, take up whatever it is that you're offering. Now, one of the things I would strongly advise you not to do, and I still see it no matter how many times I keep going on about it, please, please, please do not waste your time sending people to the registration page. That's the Zukul registration page. If you're sending them there cold, and when I say cold, it means sending them there without any prior knowledge or understanding of what Zukul is, or who you are, or anything like that, then they're simply going to just move on. What you need to do is be sending them to some sort of information, and that information needs to be at least a video, or at least a basic report, or to your blog page, or something that will tell them a little bit about you, or a little bit about Zukul, or a little bit about the results you've been getting using some of the software. So please, I'm still getting people buying traffic and sending it directly to the registration page. And whilst I will still put that traffic through, because you're all adults and you're all grown-up people. I strongly advise you to please make sure that you send them at least to a capture page first. Okay, so that's my little rant out of the way. We're going to go to Facebook Ninja now. Again, just to remind everybody, no matter what package level you're at, you'll be able to see at the top here that if you're a beginner, an intermediate, or an advanced, or even a free member. So once you know what package you're on, you may query why you're not seeing some of the tools on the left-hand side that you think that you've already purchased. Now, you do have those tools. However, the way that Zukul is set up is that we make sure that you understand how to use the tools before we release them, because we wouldn't tell you to, you wouldn't go and get into a car and start driving automatically. You need to have some lessons and some instruction on how to use each of the components of driving a car. Now, they are really short. As you can see, the format is that when you open a page, we have an instructional video. It lasts, a couple of minutes at the most. If it's complicated, we break it down into little short videos. But the systems are set up to be really, really simple and straightforward. So once you go through your courses, so you go to Open Courses, you have then got your little Ninja icon. You'll click on your Ninja icon, and then you'll have your modules. And you won't see all of these modules. You'll see the Getting Started module. You'll click on that, and then once you've watched that, you will then be able to come back to this page and then click on module 1, 2, and 3, and so on. And then obviously you'll get to the next module. You'll watch that module. It'll all be, again, you know, we can see that we've gone through all those bits, and then we can go through to the next module, which is module 6, and so on and so on. Well, that's me. That's a bit worrying. And obviously, if you get to these little red boxes up here, then you can just click that out. And basically, it's just acknowledging the fact that you've started to watch this. We're assuming that you're going to watch it to the end. But if you want to skip this because you understand how this bit works, then by all means you can then move on to the next module, and so on and so on. So we do provide you with a lot of information, a lot of background at each module level. However, we're not a nanny state here, and if you feel that you understand each aspect, then you do have a quick way of fast tracking that training and getting yourself, you know, onto the next stage. So as you can see, I've now completed module 6 and 7, and it would just then go on and on. Now, when people do have problems, and you know, we've obviously got this new ticket system in place, 99 times out of 100, it's because the person has not watched the module training or the video and not followed the instructions, or they've watched the video and they've assumed that they know something. So please watch the modules. And also when we do an upgrade or an update on something, so for example, like everybody knows, is that Facebook did a huge change of the way that they operated their back office, if you like, a couple of months ago, which threw everybody's Facebook posting system out of kilter. Now, we're lucky, obviously we've got our own programmers and developers, and we were able to effectively redesign our whole new Facebook Ninja Pro into effectively a new tool. But the problem was that when we switched it back on again, the people who had used it originally just assumed that everything worked exactly the same, and it doesn't. There's little things that you need to do differently. So again, you know, you're dealing with software, you're dealing with you know, really clear logic, and all we would ask you to do is make sure that you watch the videos and follow the instructions to the letter. If you've still got problems, then by all means, you know, we're happy to do screen shares and walk you through it. But you know, there isn't anything more frustrating if we're taking time out of what we're supposed to be getting on with to help you do something that, you know, has already been explained quite clearly, we think, on the videos. So, you know, again, sorry, I do apologise. That sounded much more like a rant again. But hopefully the message is getting through. Now, what I wanted to talk to you today about Facebook Ninja, I'm actually not going to do it. I'm going to give you some homework. Because I want you to approach this with a little bit of knowledge and background. So what I'd like you to do is to go to the jukebox training. Now the jukebox training is there for everybody, but not everybody will have access to it because they're depending on, or there will be different courses that you'll have access to. Now, if you click on free courses, you have the option, as you'll know, to be able to pick any 4 of these courses to watch free of charge and do all the training and things like that during the course of the month. And then at the end of the month, you then have the option to choose 4 others. Now, what I would like you all to do, those of you who are interested in looking at Facebook in a bit more detail, is to access this course here, which is the 2-cent click Facebook advertising. Now, it's 21 videos series. It's going to take you a while to go through. Now, that's not 21 videos which are an hour long. They're reasonably short videos. You know, you're talking sort of maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so. But it's really good step by step. And it will show you the basics of how Facebook advertising works. And I want you to do this because Facebook advertising can be horrifically expensive if you do not do it properly and if you don't approach it properly. There is, to be honest, no reason why you should be paying for advertising on Facebook because you have the Ninja or you have the Social Sniper. However, people, you know, still want to get involved with that. They still want to look at how things work. So I've had a few questions about that because I hinted at the fact that we were going to go through Facebook IDs today, and obviously I don't want to go into that in too much detail because I want to make sure that we manage to get the information from Jeremy regarding the sniper. So next week we will go through how to get 2-cent clicks and how to set up advertising. But in order for you to understand that, I strongly advise that you get some background knowledge and go through this course. There are obviously other courses you can go through here. Lots of Facebook training and lots of cheap traffic versions as well. You know, we're not talking about going out and getting really expensive traffic here. We're talking about helping, I suppose, the ordinary person become successful. You know, people who are working on a reasonably tight budget. Okay, so that is that. What else did I want to talk about quickly? There was something else. And it has gone out of my mind. I can't think now. No, it's gone. I'm sorry.
Just while you're there, Darren, while you're sharing your screen, if you could just keep your screen shared, if that's all right, and if you could just show people where they can find their pre-made capture pages and their affiliate link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shout. Yeah, good shout. Okay, so again, when you get started, you'll come to, automatically when you log in, it'll come to the My Account tab and will default, I think, to the Getting Started tab. And within there, there'll be a video. Now, we used to have that on autoplay, but obviously it's annoyed everybody because everybody gets to see this video all the time. So it won't automatically play, but it's 35 seconds long, okay? So if you're new, make sure that you watch that video because it shows you everything that you need to do, what the next steps are. The support ticket little buttons turned up here, which is great, that's new. We've got traffic and obviously Facebook and blog, and we talked about those the other day. Now, all your really sort of meaty stuff is going to be in the profile section. And again, we went through a stage trying to get everybody to complete their profiles correctly. This is really important. If you want to get paid, then you need to make sure this information gets filled out correctly because obviously it transfers across. So as you can see, this is your reference here. This is your reference link at the top. It's really straightforward. If you want to highlight it, copy it, you just click the pencil. It obviously highlights it, right click, and then left click, excuse me, to copy. It also tells you here who your direct sponsor is. Now that shouldn't be a shock to you because obviously when you register and pay, we have a little pop-up box that comes up and it just asks you to confirm that your sponsor is X, Y, or Z. And then again down here you can see that you've got all the various bits and pieces of information. Facebook ID needs to be put in really because of your Ninja, obviously your Google Plus for similar reasons for the sniper and so on and so on. If you want to change anything, then obviously you can do, but you then need to obviously make sure that you click the Save Changes button. So that's all that. Now you've also got capture pages. Now these are fixed templates, which means that they're not editable. You have got editable templates, but they're within the landing page creator. These are all fixed, and again, as you can see, I think it's about 20 that are all in here, and they're all different styles. They may look the same because it's a thumbnail picture, but each one has a different different wording, different style. This one here is really useful. This Zukul TV, and I don't think people use this as much as they could do really. So for example, some of you will be watching this Hangout actually using this link, and if we open it up, might be a bit scary because you might see us on here, but it's I'll just stop it there. Now basically what happens is this is an opportunity for you to send people to a Hangout. The Hangout stays on here for so we do Hangouts on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. The Hangout will stay on until obviously we then do the new Hangout, and the new Hangout will then automatically appear on here. So this is a really useful way of getting people to have a look at Zukul, have a look at us, have a look at the functionalities that we've got, and realise that we are real people that you can effectively pick up the Skype phone and contact and speak to us. And the beauty of it is that this is hard coded to you, so you could send this to anybody, and if they want to find out and get involved with Zukul, they'll obviously put their details in here. And obviously sign up or register or request more information. They then drop into your list. So that is a really useful capture page. I haven't seen anybody any other business or company have something similar as that. It's effectively having your own personal webinar system. So that's the Zukul TV one. You then have obviously your regular capture pages, and just to see what they are, obviously you can just click on the link and it will then open up and you can see what the various capture pages are. And you can see that obviously this reference link here is my reference link, and obviously this will be different from your reference link. It'll be obviously a different number. And then at the top here we have the new Zukul social sniper pages. Jeremy, is this upsell one's now live? Is it? It's now. I know we had it on hold over the weekend, so I'm assuming that one's now live. So again,
no, it's not. It's not. It's on there, but we've got some work to do on it next week, Darren.
All right, fine. Goodness me, he's annoying, that voice. Okay, so again, different style. So these are now long sales pages, and again, it's all hard coded to you. All these buttons, where are we now? The payment buttons, things like that, are all be hard coded right through to you. Everything here is, and there'll be more and more of these. And this is this type of style of capture page, if you like, or sales page that we're going to start to produce for all the components that we have with Zukul. So you're going to start to see a lot of those. Now we will never, ever, ever remove these. What we will do eventually is that, well, I guess we will have little tabs that will come across to try and help you manage these. We will never ever remove them. So you've got absolute confidence to be able to continue marketing these. So it's not as though you're going to be wasting your advertising dollars or anything like that. What we may do from time to time is just change some of the wording. And it may well be because we've updated a piece of software, or the wording that was on them isn't particularly applicable at this time. But the actual basis, so for example, this one's about frustrated marketer. The wording will be about being a frustrated marketer. And again, this one's an imaged version, this one's a text version, and then you'll have different versions. So we won't ever remove these. They will just get more and more templates. And again, finally, these are here just as examples. So if you've got the intermediate package or the advanced package, you've got the ability to actually create your own landing pages, and you could use these as references if you wanted to, and for ideas. Okay, and I think that is that. I can't really go down those because that's too much data protection in there. Is there anything else, Jeremy, that you think I might need to cover?
Not really. I'm gonna, for some reason, I can't stop a video that I've got playing in the background. So I do apologise. It's the lovely Darren talking.
Oh dear.
But what I want to do, right? What I want to do is I just want to quickly share my screen again, because there's a little update that we've done, but I forgot to tell you about. And I'll just stop this video. Bear with me. I've got videos playing everywhere. So there's a little update we've done. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
my screen's not doing what I want it to do.
Oh, we were doing so well. I'm so amazed that we've got so far.
Right, so
crashing anything.
I'm ready now. I'm ready. Right, I'm going to share my screen again.
Okay.
So hopefully you can.
We've got a blank screen at the moment, and you look like you're frozen. Bang the side of your computer. Ah, that looks like it. Right, I'll shut up now. Looks like I can see something. No, looks like we've got a blank screen at this end, Jeremy. Oh, okay. It looked like it was too good to last. It looks like I've been left on my own again. Okay, well, we're coming up to I think nearly 50 minutes. So if we don't get Jeremy back in the next 30 seconds or so, I think what we'll do is we'll call it a day. Big weekend ahead, and obviously some bits and pieces that we're going to be working on over the weekend, and then we're going to start to, as Jeremy is he's doing really well at the moment at keeping things nice and I suppose secret to a certain degree. He has got some really what I think is quite exciting news. Now, it's not something that is going to revolutionise your business or my business, but one of the things that he's working on just sort of sets us massively apart from basically everything else that is out there. And when you see it and realise what it is, you'll actually see that Zukul is a company that has got plans and plans and dreams and aspirations, if you like, for very much long term, some great longevity. Easy for me to say. So there's. I'm just waffling here, Jeremy. I was hoping you were going to come back. So, so one of the things that Jeremy is going to go through next week is, like I say, it's not going to revolutionise your business. It's not going to bring in loads of leads and loads of money. But what it will do, it's placing a marker, and it basically shows that you're dealing with a serious business here, which has got some huge longevity plans already in place, and the sort of things that Jeremy and his team have put in place for that just doesn't happen in any other business that you've been involved in, because they don't have that that aspiration, if you like, to hang around for 12 months or 18 months. A lot of businesses come in, they want to make some quick money, and then they want to move on to the next thing. Well, we've said from the outset we're not like that. Loads of plans of what we're going to be doing in the future, and like I say, without spilling too many beans, what we'll talk about next week is how, just to give you an idea of what that might be, which I think is particularly exciting. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut now, and hopefully, have you got anything?
Yeah, so sorry about that. Good. Dean sent me a message on Skype saying we've lost you. So I was talking to myself, which is quite common in my life, actually. I often sit talking to myself, but I'm going to try sharing my screen. So hopefully this time we're going to get the screen. And
yes,
what I'm going to do is great. So I'm going to take you over to now inside Zukul. For those of you that have access, you have the landing page creator. It's down underneath your tools. There it is. You can make as many landing pages as you like. Here's a page that I've made with a background with a video that plays. I've stopped the video, but there's an opt-in box here. So this opt-in box, somebody puts their email address in, they click this button here. They're then taken to the settings that I put in step 4 of the landing page creator. Now, here's where they're going to get taken to after they put their email address in. And then here, this is the interesting bit, if you like. This drop-down menu, I've made some campaigns in the Zukul autoresponder. So I can link it to a campaign, or I can choose a default, which is the emails that Darren's already written for you. But if I feel brave enough, which I've done, is I've made some campaigns myself. Okay, so I've called this one Social Media Jobs. Just made this literally today, actually. And look, here it is, Social Media Jobs. I've got 31 opt-ins that have come into that box, and it's very simple to do. I just click on this button here that says create a new campaign, and then when I've got that campaign created, I can then go into these 3 little books that are here. I click on that, and now I can actually set up emails that they will get when they opt into my into my landing page. So when they put their email address in here, they will start to receive this first email. Then once they've received that on day 2, they'll get this one free, blah blah blah, and so on. So you can set up, as you can see, you can set up as many of these as you like. You don't have to do it every day. All I've done myself is I've copied what Darren has done, and it's very, very simple to do. If you want to add a new message, let's just say this one here, I don't have a message in it. I click on this button here that says, you know, create a message. That will bring me to a screen like this one. And basically you've got an editor there. You've got, you know, you put your subject line of the email in there, and then you just type your body of the email inside there. There's a few little codes here that pick up with stuff that's inside your profile. We'll make a video at the top here so that it shows you how to use this editor, but it's the same editor that you've got in the blogging system. So it's fairly simple to use. It's quite a powerful editor. So you can set yourself up your messages. This one's going to go out, you know, on day 1. And then once you've done that, you save that, and that will take you back. And it's telling me, look, it says that 21 people in this campaign have not had this new message. Do I want to send this message to those 21 people? So I'll click yes. So that's now going to send out the message to the people that haven't had that message, you know. So if people come into my capture page, and you know, after 7 days, it might be 11 days have passed, and I decide to add a new message at number 8. Well, when I create that message, obviously these people that have already gone past 8 days won't receive that. But the system asks you, well, there's some people that haven't received this message. Do you want to send it to them? So that's a new feature that we've added today. So the autoresponder is becoming a very powerful tool, and you get it for the intermediate package, which is what, $50 a month, and I think it's quite an amazing tool. So I think I'll stop sharing there if I can do that. So yeah, there's plenty to be getting on there with, guys, and I don't know, I don't understand why anybody can't promote Zukul, well, what more can I say? I'm ecstatic myself. Another drink of wine.
So that's the real reason you went blank then, just to top up the glass. It's all becoming clear now.
Yeah. There's no flies on you, is there?
Okay, well, we're coming up to well, we've done really well. I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back. We've not crashed anything. We're still here. We can actually properly finish a hangout between us, which is great. All right, so lots of bits that we've gone through this week. We've gone through, just try and recap. Wednesday we went through Facebook Ninja in quite some in-depth. And so if you've missed that, then please go back to Wednesday's Hangout. We've gone through Social Ninja and also a little bit of a resume, if you like, of the auto responder tool, which Jeremy's just gone through, and obviously the introduction of the ticket submission button. Now, again, as Jeremy's already said, is that we'll honour obviously emails and things like that that have come through so far. But as of Monday, if you send in an email, then that will just get batted back to you in a nice way. We need to make sure that we educate everybody to use the social to use the submission tool. And the problem is, obviously, everybody who starts on Monday will be fine, but it's the people who've started behind that who will be just used to sending us a Skype message or a Facebook message or whatever. And because of the numbers that are obviously starting to come into Zukul, is that we can't be doing with that. We need to make sure that we control it a lot better, and we create a paper trail for the people who are starting to look at any tickets that are going to be there. But and I know I'm not going to end on a downer, but just please is have a look at the videos in the stages. So if you're having a problem, please go back and check that you've gone through those videos in some detail. The problem is that Jeremy and his team, as you've just seen with the autoresponder, is that they're developing stuff at quite a fast rate, and so we've now got to go back and redo some videos with putting in the new enhancements, and then obviously putting new videos on the new tools. So that just takes a little bit of time. I know it doesn't sound very much to create a 30-second, 90-second video. But it does. It just does. And having done close to 300 videos, which are all in Zukul between us, it is this grey hair doesn't happen by accident. So just bear with us. If there is a little glitch or you're waiting for a video, or the video is talking about something that you're not quite seeing on your screen, so for example with the landing page creator with the bits that come in there, it will happen, and we will get to it hopefully during the course of next week. But yeah, that's it. Anything else, Jeremy? Anything that you want to...
No, I think that's it. I think it's been a good week. Next week we've got well, we're constantly improving. You know, for those of you that joined us, well, back in the day, you know, which was just literally 2 months ago, know that we've come leaps and bounds, and we're going to keep coming on leaps and bounds. And we've got some really exciting stuff coming up for you. The products library will start to get put into place very soon, so you'll have standalone products. There's going to be a lot more changes happening on the site, good changes. There's no reason why you can't get out there, put your pages out there, carve up the tools yourself. You know, I promote myself and say I lead with the Facebook Ninja. Some of my adverts I'm leading with the landing page creator. Some I'm leading with the banner creator or the social sniper. You know, so there's great carrots out there, and you know, we've got some fantastic tools coming up for you as we run into Christmas, really. So I think New Year is going to be a fantastic year for Zukul. We've certainly ticked all the boxes, I believe, and all our ducks are in a row. So it's just a matter of time now before those ducks turn into lovely swans.
Hans Christian Andersen.
Yeah.
Really. Okay, well, thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. There's a lot of sport on the telly. Please don't get distracted. Yeah. So have a great weekend. Bonfire's out of the way, Halloween's out of the way, and really it's gearing yourselves up for the rush into Christmas now. There'll be a lot of, from a marketing perspective, you might want to start to think about the countdown to Christmas. I think is about 7 or 8 weeks, something like that. So again, you know, your marketing minds need to start thinking about, okay, you know, what can you start talking about for Christmas, cash for Christmas, you know, how to get an extra $500 even, you know, between now and Christmas, or an extra $1,000. You know, if you really put your mind to it and bring in that mindset to your advertising, automatically you're going to start to stand out from everything else that's out there at the moment, you know, because not many people are starting to think about Christmas just yet. So just bear that in mind. The shops, you know, if you're out shopping, shops have already got the decorations up. Okay, now that has got to be a clue. So think about it. I'm from a retailing background, so you know, my calendar is very seasonal in my mind. So just think about that. Okay. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on Monday. I guess usual time. If there's might be a little bit flexible, but we'll let you know. But certainly we'll see you on Monday. Take care and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.